What's going on, everybody? My name's Hussein the Brain, and these are my fantasy football rankings for Week 2. We'll be doing new weekly ranking videos every Thursday afternoon. Let's jump right into the PPR rankings. Some people don't like these videos because they're a little bit long-winded. I'm going to try to keep them shorter, but some people really love them. I just want to let you know that my written rankings, updated weekly rankings, are always available on the website fantasycouch.com, so you can always go check that out, and I will be updating them. I definitely do update them Thursday right before kickoff after the injury report, and I update them typically Saturday night and Sunday morning as well to give you some more updated rankings. We'll be focusing a lot on these top players. So let's start off with the quarterbacks. Man, this game right here, I think you got to target is the Falcons Cowboys game. Could be a lot of scoring from all positions: running back, wide receiver, tight end. Not such a believer in Schultz. I don't think that's going to work out for the Cowboys, but hey, CeeDee Lamb, Gallup, Cooper, all three are great starts this week, and I think Calvin Ridley and Julio could go off as well. We just might see Hayden Hurst emerge week 2. I got a good feeling about that. Not the best matchup, I think, for Kyler Murray, but he's so dang good with his rushing floor and rushing upside. Like, rushing stats are just great for quarterbacks. And he's got DeAndre Hopkins that really you should never be benching Kyler Murray. Actually, the number one fantasy question I got last week for week 1 was, should I start Kyler Murray against that fierce Niners D? And I'm like, look, you drafted Kyler Murray as a top 5 quarterback. He did well against the Niners last year. Now that he has Hopkins, I told every single person to start Kyler. If you start him against the Niners, you might as well start him against Washington. It's kind of looking grim for Patrick Mahomes owners. Not that he's going to suck. Like, I still think he's going to ball out. It's just that, was it really worth a second or third round pick for Mahomes in a 1 QB league? Like, I don't think it was. The Chiefs defense is a top 12 defense, maybe top 10. So yeah, probably top 10. And Mahomes just won't need to throw for 400 yards. Like, you know, he can max out at 300 yards and 3 TDs, which is amazing. Don't get me wrong, but we can probably see this same type of production out of other quarterbacks like Josh Allen or Russell Wilson. And Josh Allen, of course, more with his legs and his fumbling, but even Deshaun Watson, maybe even Aaron Rodgers if he continues this. So yeah, and even on waivers with guys like Gardner Minshew, who's nowhere near Patrick Mahomes, but Gardner Minshew for free as a free agent, or Patrick Mahomes at the end of round 2. I think I'd rather go with Minshew. Obviously, it's still early to know for sure. Let's go ahead and put Breeze actually down more spots. I think Tom Brady could have a bounce back game, but with Chris Godwin, I'd say probably going to miss week 2. That's a huge bummer for fantasy owners. I don't want to rank him too high. Now, Golladay could miss week 2, so we got to put him, we got to put Stafford down a couple spots. Other than that, this is looking pretty good. I think I'm going to boost Carson Wentz and Sanders. I think with Sanders getting healthy, Lane Johnson getting healthy, I'm going to boost Wentz up quite a bit. We'll put him in the top 10. I like this a lot. Lamar Jackson's always got to be number 1, right? He's so dang good. And with running backs, I think David Johnson, not a good matchup. I still think he's start worthy. I think I'm going to boost Miles Sanders up a few spots. I got him right here. Derrick Henry against the Jaguars. Does that sound sexy or what? Let's put him up to 4. That glitched. Let's put him up to 4 and move Saquon down a spot. Miles Sanders, top 8, baby. Absolutely love it. Aaron Jones, let's move down a few spots. Nick Chubb, a redemption game Thursday night. I feel like it can happen for sure. Austin Eckler, why I have him so low. This is the best. Like, I feel like he's going to do well. Like, it's all set up for him to do well. But this, out of all the games, is probably most likely to be a blowout. I guess the Bucks-Panthers game. I think this is even more so. The point spread is absolutely atrocious. Chiefs should win this by at least 2 touchdowns. And when you're getting into that territory, why have Eckler out there if you have another option? Maybe they don't have another option. I just feel like it's a very risky game for Eckler. But in full PPR, he should get a lot more targets than he did week 1. I like him. Redemption game for Joe Mixon. Maybe not. Look, I was sort of high on Joe Mixon. Because of luck, I just wasn't able to get him in any of my leagues, and I'm in a lot of leagues, so I guess so far I'm lucky, and I could probably buy low on him if he has another bad game. I like him Thursday, but it's just a big unknown how he's gonna do. Such a big unknown that I'll probably rank David Johnson ahead of him. And Jonathan Taylor, oh my god, you absolutely got to start this guy. He's gonna be a star in the NFL. I mean, I think he's gonna be so good. Oh man, I might even have to rank him, I think, right around here. I know, should I have him ahead of Jacobs? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. That's how much faith I got in Jonathan Taylor this week. He's an RB1 for sure. Mostert, excellent start. Gurley, an excellent start. Yeah, this is ranked right about right. I like this a lot. Moving on. Wide receivers. We got... Man, this is crazy. You got Adams, number 1. Oh, man, Mike Thomas injury is just... Man, absolutely devastating for fantasy. And for the Saints, I still think the Saints will get a dub, though. Juju's way too high. You know, Juju did very well, you know, as far as fantasy points. He gets you 20 fantasy points. That's great. That's awesome. But he didn't get that many targets. He just got the good targets. We actually saw a lot. He spread the Big Ben spread the ball a lot. A little bit of Ebron, a little bit of Vance McDonald, a little bit of James Washington, Chase Claypool on a couple big plays, Dante Johnson, who's hurt right now, Juju, and I think that's going to continue. And I think that's how the Steelers should do it. It's definitely going to continue. I don't see Juju as a dominant wide receiver 1 on his team. Although he looks like he's going to have a good season, I just don't think he's that good. I'm going to rank him down quite a bit. Let's put him right here at 16. I really like Hollywood Brown. I got a good feeling about him going against the Texans. Let's move him right ahead of Juju, even ahead of Hollywood Brown. And let's move Hilton down a few notches. There we go. And Emmanuel Sanders, this guy should absolutely ball out. Expecting Mike Thomas to be out, who is doubtful. Let's put Sanders right here at 14. And another guy we got to move up, Chark. I got a good feeling about him going against the Titans. Absolutely love Minshew Mania. Let's move Chark right here ahead of Sanders. Now that's looking sexy. Cooper Kupp could have a big game too, I feel like. I don't think the Eagles can defend Cooper Kupp. With Gerald Everett out, Kupp and Higbee are going to get huge boosts. Matter of fact, even though I like Woods more than Kupp in general, this week, let's give it to Cooper Kupp. So let's put Woods here. And this is looking pretty good. Godwin, man, risk of being out, that's going to really suck. Yeah, that's not going to be good. And let's put Tyreek Hill 1 spot ahead. Look, people are going to be, oh, the Chargers have good corners. They can't guard Tyreek Hill. They never have. Let's move on to the next position, tight end. And oh boy, I mean, we're going to look over at Calvin Ridley. Is really looking like this year's Chris Godwin. It's really happening. Man, this is for real. Mark Andrews could finish tight end 1 this year. And that's because not just Lamar Jackson's a good quarterback. That's because, like, he is the number 1 option in that pass game. He's their main guy. Then comes Hollywood Brown. And the Ravens are going to score touchdowns. Do you defend Lamar Jackson? Do you sell out and defend the run? You know, Lamar Jackson's part of that run game, of course. I mean, he is the number 1 guy in the run game, you could argue. Or do you try to defend Mark Andrews, who's always split out wide, split out in the slot? That's going to be tough. We had our Patreon tournament league, and it's a tournament, so it's very difficult to win 96 teams. And this guy drafted Mark Andrews, I think at 3.01 or something like that, something crazy. But he was the first tight end off the board, and at first it seemed very extreme. But I was like, look, he's got a Lamar Jackson, Mark Andrews stack. I was like, I like that for a tournament. If Mark Andrews does somehow finish tight end 1, your team's looking pretty good to win this whole 96 team tournament. So I do like that. Yeah, Jared Cook does get a boost. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. And Kittle, if I had to guess if he's going to play or not, I'd say he's not going to play. Evan Ingram, not a good week 1. And as most of you know, I don't like him. I always think he's going to get hurt. But this week, he should have a good bounce back game. I do like Evan Ingram. And also Hunter Henry's a good start this week. Now, one guy that I'm going to move up. Where the heck is he? Austin Hooper, I feel like with Njoku out and these wide receivers not cutting it, I feel like, and Austin Hooper getting a lot of snaps, I feel like I got to boost him. I'm going to move him all the way up to here, and Hayden Hurst is going to have a bounce back game. Let's move Hayden Hurst up. Yep, that's looking good. Chris Herndon should get as many targets as he possibly can handle. Let's move Goddard down. And Higbee, I feel like he's going to blow up this game. Like I said, let's move Higbee up a few spots. Right there. And Higbee could even put Higbee higher, like up here. But I'll temper expectations. I feel like Higbee's a must start. Austin Hooper, I'm going out on a limb here. He's getting so many snaps. They have to include him in the offense. Like they just have no choice. That's how you're going to win games, man. All right, let's go to defenses. I think this is pretty much set. How could you not like the Bills going up against the Dolphins? But actually, it's not set. Jamison Crowder did not practice Thursday. Injured hamstring. Not looking good. I mean, even if he does play, I don't think he's going to play. Even if Crowder plays, I don't think he's going to be 100%. Niners D could absolutely demolish Sam Darnold. The upside is just too great. Bills D is looking good. I got the Steelers D ranked low, but Steelers D, you can start any week. Period. It don't even matter who they're playing. Start them every week with confidence. They could be the best defense this year. I just got them ranked 6th this week. Bears, probably not the best defense this year, but against this matchup, the upside is way too great. And let's see what havoc the Cardinals might be wreaking this week against Haskins and Washington. Okay, and let's go to kickers. I know I got Robbie Gould up here high. Robbie Gould going against the Jets. Absolutely love it. Will Lutz should be good too. Greg Zuerlein, I don't know, but like I said, a lot of scoring this game, so I think he deserves a top 5 spot. After that, it's all wishy-washy. I think Gostkowski's going to have a bounce-back game. He did very bad week 1. 3 missed field goals and a missed extra point, but he made the game-winning field goal at the end. He's a professional. He's one of the most accurate kickers ever to play in the league. And, man, I got to rank him high. It's a huge risk, though, if you're putting Gostkowski out there. A guy like Prater is safer, but I personally would risk it and go with Gostkowski. I feel like this matchup against the Jaguars is way too good. If you're in a deep league, I'd go with Stephen Gostkowski. One of my favorite kickers this year is shaping up to be Tyler Bass. Great matchup against the Dolphins. I'd start them with confidence in a 12-team league. And then you got your usual suspects here. All right, guys, you can check out my complete written rankings that are updated on fantasycouch.com. Make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel. We also have a second YouTube channel. We go live right after Thursday Night Football on that second YouTube channel. It's called Fantasy Couch Podcast. So check me and Mike out on the live stream. Leave comments below. I read all comments, answer every question, and I will see you on the next video/live stream.